Many of those who cite Nigeria LNG Limited as a huge success believe that there are more to this project than meet the eye. And indeed there are. The company is the single most important player in the government's quest to achieve zero flames soon. It is key to diversification of the economy. Nigeria LNG is accounting for 7% of Nigeria's GDP. At the end of 2007, the federal government had received about $5.7 billion in return from an initial investment of $2.6 billion. The amount will soon increase to about $3 billion or 360 billion naira yearly. It is a key player in Nigeria's quest for technology transfer, major source of foreign direct investment. Since it started construction and production in Bonny, Nigeria LNG has provided more than 2,000 jobs each year and 18,000 jobs at the peak of construction. By 2008, over 400 Nigerians would have been trained to man Bonny gas transport ships under its Nigerianization program that has already produced 200 operators trained abroad. For Nigeria and the shareholders, it is simply good business, astute waste management, and business expansion and diversification strategy. Nigeria LNG has only 130 expatriates in its employment, out of a total of about 1,400 persons. Nigerians occupy 28 of the 32 manager positions and 5 of the 6 general manager positions in the company. 3 of these general managers are from the South-South region. Nigeria LNG spends about $20 million yearly on social development and support activities. It has championed community development that is sustainable. For instance, its 500 million naira credit scheme has been adjudged successful by credible agencies. In February 2008, the Central Bank and First Bank of Nigeria bought into the scheme by signing a partnership agreement with the Nigeria LNG as the credit program enters its second phase. Nigeria LNG Limited indeed considers itself a responsible citizen of Nigeria and of the Niger Delta and one of Nigeria's brightest economic ambassadors. Indeed, the entire business of Nigeria LNG is devoted to the pursuit of Nigeria's well-being as demonstrated by its motto, a global LNG company helping to build a better Nigeria. And in a few years of its existence, Nigeria LNG has worked to reduce gas flares in Nigeria, helped to monetize Nigeria's gas resources, and assisted several local businesses to become global players. It has run a world-class LNG plant with an excellent HSE standard and helped to champion best practices in business and corporate social responsibility in Nigeria. For example, at a time this country is debating the future of its power sector, Bonny Island, Nigeria LNG's primary host community, is celebrating over 6 years of uninterrupted power supply, courtesy of Nigeria LNG and the oil giants on the island. Bonny and Nigeria LNG have remained the greatest partner in progress.
LNG has been very useful to Bonny people. They've helped us in our educational sector. They renovate our schools. They award scholarships to our children and a few other things in the community. When we're in need, we get to them and they help us. We are very, very grateful to LNG. I wouldn't say on the score sheet, they have done well. We praise them and we thank them.
It was for so long a project waiting to be executed. Since the late 50s and the early 60s, when oil became the mainstay of Nigeria's economy, did the question arise as to what to do with gas found while drilling for oil, otherwise known as associated gas. An oil producer can dispense of this gas in 3 ways: turn it into LNG for export, pipe it to electricity power producers, or re-inject it into the ground. The last option is to flare it. The young and struggling Nigeria oil industry from start lacked the financial muscle to undertake any of the 3 options. The oil companies therefore settled for flaring, which was the cheapest measure, but comes at a very heavy cost to the environment.